Hmm. Yeah, okay. What's going on, guys? If you are watching this, if you are watching this back and you're wondering why didn't he just schedule this, it's because I didn't know I was going to have my live streaming privileges back. I've been gone for 3 months. I took this for granted like crazy. Let's see if anyone comes. Let's see here. Mm. 50 seconds. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I think we're back and running. If you are watching this back in the first couple of minutes is just random, I apologize. I didn't have my settings right. I'm really glad you're here. I'm sorry you missed it. I think I'm going to start doing these live streams every Saturday. I think every Saturday would be really good. Maybe I'll just meditate until someone comes. Let's do a meditation session. Hey, someone showed up. Well, one person who's with me, welcome. What up? It's a very, very private, intimate live stream right now. I think I've lost whatever live stream clout I slightly had before, but you should probably write something in the comments below. Say what up. What up? Here, I'll get us started. Oh. First person to join the conversation wins bragging rights forever. Who doesn't want those? Oh, come on, this is creepy if you don't start like here. I know there's 2 or 3 people watching. I'm gonna ask a question. What have you guys done today? What's your Saturday look like? Yes, Kim gets bragging rights for sure. That's cool. This is actually my first I chilled in bed. That's cool. Why'd you get suspended? Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I got suspended because I got 2 community guideline strikes. Jason, 2 community guideline strikes for old videos on testosterone replacement therapy. So I was doing like these live streams every couple of weeks. I was getting 50, 60 people per live stream, but I definitely took it for granted. And then they went back and flagged some of my old stuff, decided it was too controversial, potentially dangerous, and so I lost my live streaming rights. I just felt like today was a good day to do a live stream, say hi to a few people. I have no idea how many people might tune in. I know it's random, but Luke D, what up, G? Corey says, hey, brother, looking solid, stay strong. Thanks, man. I recognize you from the comment section. I will do that. How are you, by the way? Jeez, that's so annoying. Yeah, it was random, dude. It was just random. Like the 2 videos that flagged me that ended up losing my live streaming privileges for 3 months over, they were from like 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So that part of it definitely was random, but it's okay. What can you do? The Gore family, I'm excited to see a live stream. Yeah, I'm excited to be live streaming, to just sneak up on you guys and do a little live stream. I miss this. I really do. Like from a selfish standpoint, I just miss the communication. I miss the interaction. So, Luke D, you've been helping a lot with depression, man. Thank you for the videos. I appreciate you saying that, dude. I'm glad some of my old videos have been able to do that, kind of carry that a bit of hope, a bit of consistency, because I don't feel like I've strung together a lot of newer content lately that would be particularly useful there, but I want to. I'm in a very good space to try to be of service, so that's cool. Jason M, well, I'm watching from Australia, so that's worth 50 viewers anyway. That's worth maybe 100. So I've never been to Australia. I hear it's freaking amazing. The Gore family, I'm on TRT, been watching your experience. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, my TRT content, it's been an interesting thing. I blame my low T on me having gynecomastia. Did you end up having to get surgery for your gynecomastia? Kim says, your mental health videos help me a lot too. By the way, I'm in agoraphobia from Canada. Kim, what's that like to be agoraphobic? If I'm not mistaken, agoraphobia is when you are like hesitant, if not completely reluctant to leave your house, right? What's that experience like for you? I remember being like afraid to go out into the world when I was really not doing well, but I would never consider myself agoraphobic. Jason, hee hee. Dang, did you really? The Gore family. Wow, that's crazy. That's one of the things, like when you start TRT, they try to monitor. They try to, like, just be careful with. For guys who might be like high converters or whatever. What do you guys got going on tonight? I have a surprise dinner we're throwing for an old friend who we haven't seen for a long time, so that should be fun. Oh, dang. It was a solid C cup, very depressing, made me hunch over. Yeah, dude, that would be really, really tough. I can't imagine, man. Crypto Nomad says, I found your channel a couple days ago, really hoping to boost my T naturally. Flip around question. What do you plan on doing to boost your T naturally, my good friend? Luke D watching from Portugal. That's cool. That's dope. Bree 1135, 50 days no drinking. Yes. That's not a whip sound as much as it sounded like that's just a high five. I myself have been sober for a little stretch here, and for the better. Absolutely for the better. Yeah, I'm 73 days sober myself. I'm super grateful for that. Kim says, it's not easy. I can leave the house now, but with my dog and my safe person, I get panicky outside and fear panic attacks. But I've come a long way. That's awesome, and thank you for being honest about that. I'm glad you made progress. I'm glad you have a dog and a person that can make you feel more safe. The Gore family, I'm in LA, heading back home late tonight. Where's home? Grody McOates, don't let the name fool you. Big No definitely knows what's up. Thanks for being a mental health mouthpiece and advocate. Went through a mental breakdown a year ago, and you helped me to get through. That's what it's all about. I mean, honestly, like, especially a channel like mine in its current state, where it's just pretty small turnaround for views, private interactions. It's just like a small little niche channel at this point, especially since I had to delete a bunch of content and put it back. It like flipped me out of some sort of prevalence in the algorithm of YouTube, I think, because I don't get a ton of views anymore, but I appreciate the views I get. I just appreciate this whole experience with people. I just think it's important. Kim says, oh, 100 days smoke-free. That's huge. I have a buddy who decided to get sober, and he'd also been smoking cigarettes like his entire adult life. I'm 31, he's 32. He'd been smoking since he was like 15, and he gave that up too. That's huge. Crypto Nomad, lifting, eating right, no booze or weed. Good for you, man. I'm on that same tip. Corey says, 2 years sober from alcohol in August. You helped me get my start. That's crazy. Your goals right now, man. You're literally in my goals right now. So I'm an infant in my sobriety journey, and I'm cool with that. I'm down to be just new. It's exactly where I need to be. So the fact that you have some legitimate time in August, or well now, but Such a cool milestone. That's awesome. Like really, really. Alexander says, when I was majorly fucked up on OCD and massive rumination, you really helped me. Calm me down straight. Thanks, dude. You got it, boss. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. The Gore family, West Virginia, East Coast. Oh, cool. I got a family in the East Coast. I'm almost 32, birthday in September. We're the same age. I like early 30s. I feel like 30s have all the potential in the world for me to be so much better than my 20s. My 20s were rough. They really were. I'm glad some stuff got sorted out in my 20s, but I would not choose to redo my 20s, man. Blah. Blah. Corey, you're a warrior. You'll get back. Amen, dude. I really believe I can. I really believe I can. Thank you. Josh can. Do you consider yourself enhanced? No, I don't think so. I get that question a lot. I've done a lot of research on TRT. I've known so many guys who are on and off. I've examined so many levels of blood work, so I'm supported, but my blood work on TRT at my dose is so like normal. Like my last round of blood work, I was 455, maybe 500 is what it was. 500 nanograms per deciliter for like my testosterone levels, which is just fine. It's just average, which is cool. But I'll return the question to you like this, because I used to be on 200 milligrams, by the way. I'm down to 120. That's all I need now. If you are familiar with like TRT doses, it's a super modest dose. It's not a big deal. But I ask you the same question. Do you think I'm enhanced? And I'm okay with whatever anyone thinks in that department. It's cool. But to the same effect, do you think a man who has a hormone issue like I did, or like I do, but it's being treated, do you think I'm at a massive disadvantage mentally, emotionally, and physically having so little in my body? So that's how I always look at it. The Gore family, dirty 30s. Yeah, dirty 30s. God, screw the 20s. Crypto nomad. Is it okay for things to suck for a while? Just accept it, right? I mean, I don't know about just accept it. Is it okay? How about this? It is very normal for things to not go well sometimes, I would say. But acceptance of it just depends on your perspective. I think it's easier to accept things from my experience, like personally. If things aren't going well, but I know that I'm like actively controlling things that I should be controlling, I'm actively participating in the things in my life that require my energy, my focus, my attentiveness, and then still some things are just hard, then yeah, of course that's okay. That's part of life. I wouldn't accept life being difficult, but also not doing anything about it in terms of what you can, if that makes sense. Luke D, I'm on my 20s now and I'm struggling a lot. Yeah, 20s can be tough. Don't let that be. I mean, I'm mostly being funny when I say I don't miss my 20s. I mean, I don't. But I know plenty of people that thrive in their 20s. And I think adversity and hardship and figuring life out, I think just like not really having a great sense of who you are and where you're headed, and you haven't quote unquote accomplished much in your 20s, although my perspective on accomplishments changed over the years, but it can just be a very trying time. There's a lot to figure out, and you don't have to figure it out all at once, but I'm sorry you're hurting, boss. Oh, 27 people. I'm tickled. Just so tickled. Marin W. You have a quarter life crisis in your 20s? Yeah, I had a full quarter life crisis. I think it'd be like a third life crisis. But I mean, I had a breakdown. You know what I mean? Like I had like a big mental breakdown. But I certainly just had a rough sense of self, a rough sense of purpose, bad mental health, bad relationships, addiction problems. 20s were just rough that way. Bree1135, do you think there are many different opportunities in the USA? I always feel anxious to be a successful person. That's what is my biggest hurdle. I think something that's really important to remember is that success is relative. Success, I mean, there are ways of being massively successful and fulfilled from what I'm starting to learn and experience that have nothing to do with monetary gain, right? I mean, you could be a successful mom, you could be a successful friend, you could have spiritual success, you could be physically successful, taking care of yourself, you could be a leader among your friends, you can You can work for a nonprofit. You can pursue an education, go into a field that's lucrative, but it doesn't really matter. If you're not well balanced, mind, body, soul, all of those things, in my opinion, money doesn't really, I mean, up to a point, up to being protected from the elements, having food, all these things matter, but the comparison model in this country and this hierarchy of like success and importance is dangerous. It's dangerous for everyone and their mental health. I think it's more like figuring out what you want to do, how you want to be fulfilled, what mark you want to make, and then just have a little faith that that's good enough, you know? That's what I keep telling myself. I think it's Ula Tondos. Struggling with panic attacks and burnout, and your channel helped me so much with overcoming depersonalization. How do I stay positive and keep going even though I feel extremely worn out? I don't know that putting a price tag or putting like an emphasis on positivity is necessary. I think what you can do to cultivate a general sense of being hopeful, I think hope is a better thing to work on, is just to be routine ridden, structure driven, be organized, you know, make sure that you're just getting stuff done for you, for your wellness, for others, for your goals. Kind of just you have like a structure to chip away at it, and I think it sort of enhances positivity. But if I had to give you one thing to do that's been really, really, really useful for me, I'd say probably gratitude journal. I gratitude journal every single day. I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. I write down 3 things that will make the day a good day. And then I write down my affirmations. Things like, I am good enough. I am smart enough. I'm worthy. I can change. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Luke Capone, yo, what's up, Luke? What's up, player? The Christio, I suggest meditation to everyone. That's how I beat depression and social anxiety and all mental conditions. I stayed present throughout all of the day. Yes, I meditate every day as well. Everyone should do it. I don't care what your belief system is. Everybody should be meditating. There's so many benefits proven. Alexander Stepanek, really true. Yep. Luke Capone, do you think the biggest cause of depression and anxiety is status anxiety? I don't know if it's the biggest cause, but it's certainly a problem. Feeling like you have to measure up to a society's construct of success and the comparison issue. To compare, I think, I don't know who said this, but someone far more influential than I said something to the effect of comparison is the death of happiness. So yeah, it's a problem, and I struggle with it sometimes too. Getting better. The Gore family, 27 people so far. You're a star. Yeah, 29 of you guys kicking it with me a little bit on a Saturday. I'm so famous, I can just tell. Oh, 25 now. Did I already say that? No, I'm grateful for all you guys kicking it with me. I'd be down if there was 5 of you. I feel like a lot of people don't get alerts for my videos. I don't know if I should start being one of those dudes. It's like, hey, click the subscribe button and then hit the little bell so that you get notifications. But because like I have almost 80,000 subscribers, but I feel like most people, I get people all the time be like, hey, I didn't realize you've been still posting. So I don't know. Whew, it's hot in this room. Luke D, whenever I try meditation, I end up anxious. Any tips? Yeah, do a guided meditation and don't let go of your past experiences with it. I also recommend doing it right when you wake up. So find a guided meditation on YouTube, find a short one, just press play and do as you're instructed. Keep it short and sweet, keep it immediate so you can work it in your routine, and then move on with your day. And you'll get better at it. It's really hot in this room. I'm like cooking up. Okay. Mind over matter. Hold your breath. Count for 5 minutes. Don't do that. Alexander Stevanik. Meditation can evoke a bad feeling. Just try to accept it. Yeah. Maren W. I'm 28 and I feel like I'm a failure. I think we all feel like we're failures sometimes. And it doesn't make it so. Feeling like you're a failure doesn't make you a failure. Those are just your thoughts. You can't control them. Go make a difference in someone's day. Call someone, ask them how they're doing, and try to not steer the conversation back to yourself, Marin. I bet you will be anything but a failure to that person. Anthony Gallegos. I finally realized that I was holding back my own success out of fear. I've only now figured out what was holding me back. Yeah, I mean, self-discovery is beautiful, but it requires a fair bit of availability to yourself. Therefore, or in that respect, it can be slow. It can be slow depending on how much access to yourself we have. Not to sound like a typical person who's pumped about being sober, but yeah, sobriety has helped me assess myself more fairly and all that stuff. Luke D, how do I know what's holding me back? Dude, that's a title for a video. Let me see if we can brainstorm that. How do you know what's holding you back? Well, I'm trying to see how I would answer that for myself. How do I know what's holding me back? I think an easy way to start with trying to figure out how you can determine what's holding you back is to write out what your goals are. Just write down a few of your most important goals in your life. Usually they're tied to principles, but once you've written down your goals, Luke, I want you to put above your goals, so maybe right in the middle of your page, your goals, a few of them. Above them, write why you have those goals and really think about it. Like, why do you have these goals? Why does it matter to you? Why is it important to you? And then assess which of these goals you're not working towards. Then simply look at your day-to-day life, your week-to-week life, your month-to-month life, reflect on what's getting most of your time. Goals take time. To not be held back, something is getting your energy. What takes up your energy? Drinking took up a ton of my energy, so it was really tough to pursue things that I thought mattered to me because I didn't have a ton of extra available energy and time. So maybe try that. The Gore family, I watched your porn addiction video. Do you still feel addicted? I watch it way too often and know I should slow down, but haven't found the drive to do so. Perhaps what you haven't found is like the connection to why you should. I think it sounds like really good, right? Like, I still don't look at porn, by the way. I went through a baby relapse phase, but I've been good for quite some time now because I had to reconnect with my reasons why. I had to really dive deep into the purpose of it. Make it personal to me, not just on like a moral level. For me, doing just the right thing sometimes isn't enough. Sometimes it's not. And with porn, it wasn't. I had to attach it to things that were tangible and real to me. My relationship with my wife was one of them. But beyond that, let's say you're single, it is proven. Just go do the homework and the research. It is proven that watching porn regularly, it increases anxiety, it increases depression, it lowers self-worth, it can lower energy, it can make you socially more awkward. There's just so many mental health things and self-esteem things that are associated with it. For me, it's like I want to cultivate really, really good self-esteem. I want to develop, harness, and grow my depression's coping skills, my anxiety, and all that. I see porn as a step back. It's just not worth it to me. But I'm in touch with it, right? I occasionally I'm like, oh, it sounds good. But if I wait a few minutes, it goes away. Mind over matter. Do you ever think the more you fight, the worse it gets, like quicksand? Depends on what you're fighting. Depends on what you're fighting. But yes, like for example, if you fight your thoughts, if you try to like control what you're thinking and just don't think certain things, then yeah, it's like quicksand. But if you fight for your, I don't know, your physical health by being rigid and strict and sticking to a game plan and dealing with the adversity but going through it anyway, then no, your fighting is worth it. Crypto Nomad, any self-help book recommendations? I am about to read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective Individuals, or whatever that is. I picked up a bunch of Stephen Covey books, but that's the one everyone told me I need to read first. Crypto Nomad, any Luke Capone, personally, success need breakdown to micro task levels. Yeah, absolutely. It's just making sure like you have, I think having big goals with big reasons for those goals in mind, and then below them you have like a game plan for how you're going to chip away every single day. Corey says, don't forget to hit thumbs up, guys. You're nice, dude. That's nice of you to say. Grody McOats, porn addiction is no joke. It's a vicious cycle of using shame because you're using and making yourself feel better by using again. Nailed it. Nailed it. No pun intended. Luke, Luke D, I'm flattered for giving you an idea for a video. No, it was just a good idea. But yeah, but good. Good. Be flattered. I'm drinking coffee way too late. Bob Street. I'm sink to the bottom, deserted by everyone. My daughter, my mom, my sister, all I had. I have TBI, traumatic brain injury, severe. I can't take it anymore. Deserted by everyone, scared and alone. Bob, I'm sorry, man. No one wants to be alone. No one wants to be scared, deserted, and alone. I pray you get some support. I pray you stay brave. I pray you find some peace. You certainly deserve it. And I don't believe your situation is hopeless, even without knowing it. I just believe there's always hope. Bree1135, thanks for introducing Douglas Block to me. Dude, everyone who's watching this live stream, if you don't know who Douglas Block is and you like mental health and you adore older, goofy people who are brilliant, so hot. Go check out Douglas Block's YouTube channel. It's my dude. Naomi Berry, what are we talking about? Everything, Naomi. Everything. The Christelle, Alec, what benefits have you had? Cool, you guys are talking. Anthony Gallegos, holding me back is how I would be viewed by others, so I become complacent and stop following my true dream. Yes. Fear of judgment, right? Fear. So you, like many of us, and me, you struggle with codependency, which means that your sense of well-being is very much impacted by the way other people see you. What we need to do is flip that around, and your sense of well-being needs to come from within. How do you see you? Are you proud of you? Are you living your own truth? It's a lot easier because people are fallible. If we all walked around basing our worth off of other people, we would be let down because people are people. We're all just people. So we can't possibly assess one another with true intuition and fairness. It's a lot of judgment. That's why we need to have our own goals, values, and principles, and then, dare I say, some sort of higher power. Josh Can, are you still driving for Uber? I am not, Josh. I make a full-time living now, barely, but I make a full-time living on making YouTube videos and doing side projects. I have 2 YouTube channels. This one is like a labor of love at this point. I make very little, but I'm cool with that. It's just this other channel that does pretty well. Alexander Stevanik. I gotta go soon. My guys, I am bouncing out of here in about 15-20 minutes. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I will be doing a live stream on Saturdays from now on. That's the goal. Alexander says, it significantly reduced my anxiety and I learned to accept my thoughts and realize that they're just thoughts and nothing else. Yeah, they really are, guys. And if there's one take-home message from this video and every video ever that I make, just remember that you are not your thoughts. You cannot control your thoughts. They have nothing to do with you. They are none of your business. So don't take them personal. Randy S., great book. Marin, I can't help but compare myself to others sometimes. That makes me think I'm no good. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with comparison because we're not looking at the whole tape, by the way. We compare ourselves with what we think we see of others. And we all put on a mask and a front facade, but we don't know anybody like we know ourselves. And yeah, it's dangerous. There's always someone smarter, right? There's always someone wealthier. There's always someone cooler. There's always someone more in shape. There's always someone more successful. There's always someone who could put you in a lower state. There are things and qualities and attributes to all of us, in my experience, that are not quantifiable. Stuff that don't show up on the stat sheet. Maybe things that don't immediately meet the eye that can be incredibly important, like grace, integrity, compassion, stuff like that. These things tend to matter a lot more, assuming you can protect and provide for yourself. Randy S. I was just about to say that. 7 Habits helped me through addiction. Yeah, everyone says read that. I can't believe I haven't yet. I'm going to. The Cristeo. Yeah, I'm glad I've become more compassionate, no longer have depression, anxiety, agitation, and now I'm on my way to liberation. Still recovering from the side effects and numbness of antidepressants. But you're on the recovery, dude. That's awesome. Haven't suppressed a thought in ages. About 2 years probably. Yeah, it's something to celebrate. The Cristeo. It's something to celebrate, dude. Hey. Forgot about Super Chat. That's crazy. So I just got a $2 super chat from a super chat, which is just a way to donate and support the channel. $2. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Derek. That's really nice of you. I genuinely forgot that you guys can do that. So yeah, tip me if you want, guys, because I'm just freaking awesome. No, I'm just kidding. But that's really, really cool. And I guess technically, I just don't feel like there's enough people here for it to matter, but technically, if you want to make sure your questions get answered like right away or whatever, just drop me a super chat. Alexander Stevanik, I'm really glad. Yeah, the Christine, yeah, I was spreading meditation awareness. Yep, yeah, we are. Meditate, everyone, every day. Observer, what keeps you getting up every day aside from helping people on YouTube? Genuinely, and thank you so much for the content. What keeps me getting up every day? At the moment, it's the sheer curiosity and the sense of possibility for what's to come. So in my current state, as I'm just truly exploring myself in a healthy way and I'm living my truth and I'm working a recovery program and I'm sober, I feel hope for the future. And I feel like there's so many things that I haven't experienced yet, people I need to meet, things I need to do. I just want to see what happens next. And right now, being like dedicated to the process of growing and building and being my best true self and being helpful to others, to see what comes next, because there's a future ahead of me. I just want to see what it is. I really do. And I want to make a difference. I want to be of service to other people. Alexander Sevanik, indeed, massive benefits for everyone. Yep. The Cristeo, have you felt inner peace? I sure have. I really have. I've been working very hard for it, but absolutely. And a lot of it just has to do with submitting to very basic ground level stuff like prayer, meditation, gratitude, mindfulness, physical activity, eating healthy, trying to be of service to others, things that I'm being told to do that I'm no longer questioning. Mind over matter. Been watching your videos for 2 years, and Doug, 2 of you are inspiration. No, really, thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. Luke D, thank you so much for your advice, man. I got you, bro. Grody McOats, towels are a scam. Shirts do the exact same thing. You can dry it off, but you can also wear them. Well, I guess you can never wear a towel, too, if you cut. What? That's funny. Lex Skywalker, I'm 21 and already on TRT. Yeah, I was 25, dude. I don't know why you're on TRT or what led to that, but I wasn't making it on my own, and I was suffering. So I think in a perfect world, we all would like just adhere to a protocol that would lead to higher T naturally, like really, really restful, restorative, awesome sleep, and a really clean diet, and physical activity and access to sun and those things. But if you're acutely struggling, right, you just want to not struggle. The Cristeo, I have been recovering from numbness, but hopefully I will feel it again. I turned my life 180 degrees. Yeah, dude, a bit of numbness and apathy and just blah still washes over me from time to time, but it's getting better. Hi, love. It is so hot. You can open that door if you're not napping anymore. I'm like cooking in here. I'm cooking. Doing a little live stream. I'm gonna go to from 5:30 to 6:15 and come straight back to get you. I'll be here by 6:20. Okay. I'm filming. I'm live streaming. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap up in 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. 5-minute warning, my dear people. I was talking to this girl that let me marry her. All right. Artistic amnesia. Hey, you have come a long way and fallen a long way. I believe in your strength to overcome this. Be good to your wife and family. They are your rock and foundation. Thank you. They sure are, and you're right in all fronts. Oh, I feel so good with the door open. Naomi Berry, like father, like son. Naturally a helper. Trying to be. Gotta help myself first, but I'm trying to be. Mind over matter. Noah, thanks. You're a legend. Been watching you for years. You have taught me never to give up. Thanks, bro. You're one strong-minded guy. I receive that. I've been told to say I receive that when someone says something so incredibly nice to you that for whatever reason you're like, oh, I don't deserve that. It's like, no, I guess I do. If you feel the need to say it, then I deserve to hear it. I'll take it. I appreciate it. Humbly, of course. Luke D, any tips to someone who doesn't got dreams, objectives, simply because it doesn't matter because I'll never get them? You'd think you'll never get them. It doesn't mean you'll never get them. I would say, yeah, go see if you can be helpful to someone, Luke. Go see if you can make any impact in someone's life. Like give them a call, ask them how they're doing. Surprise your mom by like taking care of something that she might need. Go out of your way for a stranger, and then work on gratitude every morning. I think things will start opening up for you. Observer, interesting answer. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I already know the possibilities of the relationships I have with others. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. I don't. I just think there's so little I truly know. And the fact that I feel like there's so much to learn just fires me up. Fires me up. Gillespie 260, are you still taking T3? I remember when you started thyroid med in an old video. The reason I ask is because I've been on TRT 1 year and struggling with morning tiredness and lack of motivation. I am still on, I think, a T4. I'm on levothyroxine. It's to support my thyroid and the production of T3, which is bioavailable, right? But there are a myriad of reasons that any of us would feel like tired, apathetic, lack of motivation, and I think addressing like blood levels, hormones, microbiome, things like that, medically speaking, are important. But if you're one of those people, like many of us, who's not eating well or doesn't know how, who's not sleeping well and maybe doesn't know how to get out of that loop, who's taking too many drugs, who's drinking too often, who's not exercising, who's not engaging in a safe social community, who's not doing these things right, mindfulness, whatever, who's not taking care of the basics, I would urge you to try and work on those first, if you can. And if not, of course, go get medical help. What is going on? The screen's all screwed up. Really screwed up. Fix. Stop. Don't. I hope this like fixes itself soon. Something's going on. Yeah. Oh, it says I'm fine. Whatever. I'm tripping, guys. I'm sorry. All right. A few more minutes, my friends. A few more minutes. Get out of here. All right. Sweet Stuff 772. Never stop making videos. You are incredible. Thank you for being you. I won't. I swear. And thank you. I appreciate you so much. Do you still take T3 and with your TRT? I do. Anthony Gallegos, your videos are really giving me hope. Thank you. You're the best. No, Anthony. You're the best. Christea, Noah, are you no longer depressed? I'm definitely not clinically depressed. Do I struggle with low mood sometimes, some brain fog, some apathy? Absolutely. Mood swings here and there, of course. Am I always fighting and striving for a more stable mind? Yes. But I'm currently dealing with childhood trauma stuff. I'm dealing with early sobriety. There are some mood lapses, but I don't think I'm clinically depressed. Marin, thank you for answering my questions. I've been going through a tough time lately, feeling so weak and low. Life is hard. Life really can be hard. I'm sorry you're going through a hard time. Be brave and just keep going anyway. Just keep going anyway. Grody McOates, have you ever heard of minimalism? Owning a bare minimum of things. What are your thoughts? I just started learning about minimalism and I'm intrigued and I'm interested, and it falls in line with like a knee-jerk reaction to, yes, this sounds good. This sounds true. Yeah, I have heard of this and I want to get away from this whole need to have things. I'm finally coming around to some basic principles that things won't make me happy. Stuff's not going to make me happy and fulfilled. And it's taken me a long time to even address that being a possibility. Salsabi Sadaline, your videos really inspire me. Truly, thank you. Keep going. Watching from Egypt. You're watching me from Egypt? I'm sorry if I screwed up your name, by the way. Salsabil Sadaline. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you. Egypt. Dang, that's crazy. Babe, this dude's watching me from Egypt. Naomi Berry, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love your channel. Thank you, Naomi. You too. Crypto Nomad, I deal with post-acute withdrawal syndrome with booze. Yeah, I think I dealt with a little bit of that when I first stopped. Get support if you need it, man. I believe it will pass, but you're going to have to nurture yourself. That's for sure. Observer, thank you, Noah. You're a true guy. Just don't pressure yourself too much, brother, and keep going for yourself as well as others. Remember that near everyone has all these issues at some point. Absolutely. I just want to be a man amongst men, a friend amongst friends, a person amongst people. So I agree with you. Christeo, congrats, bro. I think I beat most all my depression because I stay present all the time. Can't be depressed if you don't have negative thoughts and emotions. Yeah, I mean, that's some, yeah, it sounds right. It sounds right. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I will do another live stream next Saturday. I will hopefully see you then. I'm really glad to be back. I was suspended for 3 months from YouTube, by YouTube. So I didn't know if I'd get my privileges back. They gave them back to me. And the way this platform goes, you can get a community guideline strike out of nowhere fast. With that being said, I don't know how long this will last. and I'm just gonna go with it. But I do plan on being weekly a live streaming YouTuber, because yes, I love y'all, and we'll see you guys soon. Adios.